This is the signboard of Government Technical Teachers Training College Mbengwi. If it looks abandoned as such, then we become more curious to see how the school campus itself looks like. We are on a bike to the campus, and the nature of the road is a reflection of the signboard. Both sides are bushy. Before arrival, we get an aerial view of the campus. It looks abandoned. We arrived at the school gate and found it also bushy. The gate is locked and has been locked like this for years. We had informed the caretaker of our coming, and he made a way for us in. As we made our way in, it became clear to us that we are on an abandoned campus. We were guided around from workshop to workshop, classroom to classroom, building to building to see things for ourselves. This is the famous Mbengwi. The school, just like many others across the two English-speaking regions of Cameroon, was forced to shut down in 2017 when insecurity stemming from the Anglophone crisis became unbearable. By then, the burning down of mostly government schools by separatist fighters was common. Fortunately for Mbengwi, it suffered just from burglary, not arson. Faced with the challenge, the school authorities resolved to temporarily relocate the school to Bamenda. The subdivision and divisions were very unsafe compared to the Northwest Regional Headquarters Bamenda. Several schools from other subdivisions also relocated to town. If municipal councils could relocate to the point where some have now found permanent residence in Bamenda, what more of schools? From 2017 to 2024 is 7 years that this campus has been without any teacher or students. Luckily enough, authorities still endeavor to make sure the grass doesn't grow and cover the buildings. Often, herbicides are used annually to contain the weed. At some point in the course of the crisis, the government started calling on separatist fighters to come out of the bushes. The call seems to have been answered, and the Bamenda that used to be a safe haven will soon turn to a town of frequent gun exchanges between state forces and non-state armed fighters. In fact, it has almost become a daily or weekly routine. Some of those who had relocated to Bamenda for safety started making a U-turn back to the suburbs, while others just told themselves nowhere is safe again. The 2024-2025 new school year is around the corner. The people of Mbengwi have been curiously waiting to hear that Inyet is coming back to no avail. It should be noted that even the Government Teachers Training College, otherwise known as Inyesh, with main campus in GR Mbengwi, had also been relocated to Bamenda. The people of Mbengwi consider these two schools as their own university. The economic importance of the two teacher training colleges to the municipality cuts across every sector. Landlords and landladies, business persons, transporters and general population has much to gain when Inyet and Inyesh Mbengwi are functioning. Having realized that some other schools that relocated to town are reported to have gone back to their original sites in the subdivision they left from, the people of Mbengwi in July 2024 launched an online campaign for the return of their two teacher training colleges. They waited for weeks and saw no sign of the schools returning. With the fear that the schools may finally remain in Bamenda and never come back, they stepped up the campaign to another level. This time around, they resolved to come out in their numbers with working tools and go clean the two campuses. A full week is kept for total mobilization. It is announced in churches, at funeral grounds, in meetings, on social media platforms that work will take place. In the build-up to the day of the work, a free-will financial contribution page is opened for support and 125,000 francs is raised. Some sons and daughters, natives and non-natives, resident in and out of Mbengwi, chipped in little tokens within their reach. The day scheduled for the work finally arrives. Monday, 5th August 2024 shall forever be remembered as the day over 500 persons in Mbengwi came out to demand for the return of their 2 teacher training colleges that had been relocated to Bamenda. This they did by cleaning the 2 campuses to indirectly tell the teachers and students that they should come back on site. Mothers, fathers and youths came out in their numbers. For close to 5 hours, with hoes and cutlasses, they tirelessly worked so hard to clean the schools. The buildings that had been abandoned in the wild soon became outstanding. The thick bushes around the buildings were cleared to ground level. Trees and flowers pruned, dry grass and sticks gathered and burnt. The money raised was used to buy cartons of soap that were distributed to all who showed up for the exercise. Everyone went back home with at least a cube. The initiative was born by the population and executed by the very population, void of any political strings or hidden agenda attached. The people simply just want the schools to function so that their livelihoods could be improved upon. Though a people-oriented initiative, municipal authorities constitute part of the people, reason why they too answered present for the work.
I want to actually appreciate the scenario and the turnout. They have actually come out in their numbers. More than 500 persons have turned out this morning to clean the Enyet campus and to clean Enyesh GTTC. This issue of the necessity to clean this school came from within them. These ideas were proposed by the indigents because they actually had been clamoring that GTTC, Triple T and GTTC, Double T Enyesh should come back. These are schools that the Meta people had long wanted that they should exist in their municipality, but now these schools have been transferred to Bamenda because of the crisis anyway, but places are a bit calm now. So we are expecting those schools to come back come September so that the children who are here, that the schools are meant for them, can actually school in these renowned institutions so as they gain the knowledge. I am appealing, the population of Mbengwi is appealing that you should come back. We are going to give you the maximum support and the security that comes from within, not from without. The security that is paramount is the one that comes from within. So we are assuring you that come, we are going to work with you in synergy so that these renowned institutions can be sustained for the interest of the Mbengwi population.
At the end of the exercise on both campuses, the people were addressed with clarifications given as to the purpose of the work. Other announcements were also passed across. As for those who may see the initiative from a negative angle and try to thwart it, one of the workers had a plea to such people.
I'm pleading to our brothers and sisters who have found themselves as soldiers of the Ambazonian fighters. I'm just pleading that we should consider peace and love. I plead that we should really have some kind of feelings to our brothers and sisters. We consider some education, and then we consider our life. You who are soldiers, we know you have the power. You can challenge, you can do everything. We are begging that just consider education. We know you were educated. We plead that you consider education. You just allow the school to function. You just allow our parents to realize that children are being brought up to become like you who have the knowledge. We beg that as we are like this, we just need to train our children. And even you have your own children who can also stay school in the Enyet and other schools.
The exercise went on well from start to finish. The commoners have played their own part to show their readiness. They now look up to other higher authorities that call the shots to also step in and push through the vision to a fruitful end without necessarily showing their faces as being at the forefront. As the clock keeps ticking and as the days go by, the people of Mbengwi Central Subdivision in Momo Division, Northwest Region of Cameroon, are anxiously waiting to see the positive results of their positive action. Such will be that teachers and students are seen on the 2 campuses in the days ahead.